It's time for another Oh No They Died video. Or, if you don't know about things, we call this the kill count. But I like to call it Oh No They Died when reading it out, even though I don't even use the title. As the name suggests, it is a series where we actually rack up all the kills in a game. Necessarily, not all these will be kills, as some of them will be more of destruction or defeat, basically, because we are doing the Kingdom Hearts series. So far, we have done Birth by Sleep, where we counted all the humans. I would say humans, they may not be humans, but humanesque characters, as well as the Unverse in that game. We've also gone through Kingdom Hearts 1 with all the Heartless in that game and some humanoid characters. Today, though, is a part of a two-part series, considering the game that we're playing is really long. I started recording this back in, shortly after the last one came out, actually. I think it came out a little bit late, and this one actually came out on time, which I am very impressed with myself. But there's, like I said, it's a two-part series. Part 2 will be coming halfway through the year in June/July. I don't know when my anniversary is. It's on there. This video is Chain of Memories Sora's playthrough, while the part 2 will be Riku's playthrough. I was expecting this to come out a week in the brand new year, not on New Year's Day itself, so Happy New Year. Anyway, so a little bit of backstory about Chain of Memories before we actually get to the kill count of the game. I've written the script. I don't know why. It just gives me some guide, and I do change it after a while. But either way, the main story about this, so they've just killed Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1, and they are traveling around the Realm of Darkness, I believe. May not be like the Realm of Darkness that Aqua ended up being in. If you played the main storyline, and Aqua ends up in the darkness realm and something like that. She's traveling worlds between, maybe that, and they come across a giant castle, which will be related to more later, and this castle is called Castle Oblivion. Inside Castle Oblivion, there is a group of team called the Team Organization 13. Only there's like a few people of that team in this castle, where their goal is to try and overthrow the organization to make their own little ruling. Each character has their own agenda here, so there's like 3 plot points going off in this one. Inside this castle, there is a witch named Nomine, which is the nobody of a certain Kairi we found in Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't know where that ties into the storyline, but I know that is canon, and it is part of the story. So this witch has the power to rewrite people's memories, and that is what she intends to do with Sora. So basically this game is Sora going through all these flaws while these memories are re-changing, and then so on and so forth, until we get to the end of the game. But we'll not spoil any of the storyline there, because that is the main plot point of this story. The other side plot, however, is there is a certain character in this game that is trying to create his own bodies that he can put memories into to create a human being, see if that'll work in his own, because he's a researcher and he wants to see if this will work. That's one part of that. The other one is basically we've already seen overthrowing the organization. Anyway, the game begins right after the last game ends, walking in the Dark Realm, trying to find Riku and King Mickey, when the trio run into Pluto and chase him down. The chase takes them to this game's destination, Castle Oblivion, as mentioned before. But now, in the previous kill counts I've done in the past, the 2 I've done, I didn't add the full story, but I'm going to try my best to put more details into this one, considering the storyline can get pretty confusing. While Kingdom Hearts 1 is pretty hit and miss, you know what's going on. Basically, you're on a world, you're trying to save the world, you're done. Okay, this one's a little bit more complicated, and I'll do my best to go along. Anyway, back to the game as best we can. So, with this walk, we stop for a little break, and a man in a black coat comes across Sora, telling him he needs to lose something dear to him. But what could that be? On approaching of the castle, our trio all share the same feeling that our lost friends are here. And that cannot be a coincidence, those lost friends being Riku and the King Mickey. Especially when the guy in the black coat comes back, Donald, being too eager to fight, fails to use his magic inside this castle, which is very suspicious. The black coat guy explains exactly why that is the case. The black coat raids Sora's memories, and a riddle is left behind. Now it's down to the trio to see what the castle really holds. Maybe it's some friends, Maybe it's just something else entirely. As I've just said, the story plot of this game is trying to rewrite his memories. The story isn't the same before because the Black Coat has messed with Sora's memories, so some things won't be the same as what it is. So basically this game goes through the entire story of number 1, but the memories have juggled a bit, so whatever Heartless we fight would have been the ones in the previous game. The only time when that doesn't come to light is if it's worlds we've not visited before in the previous game. Those Heartless that we run into will be counted instead. So, if there is any kills in this game that are from the Heartless will be added. Anything from the worlds that was in the previous game will not be, considering it's the same storyline, just a little bit jumbled up a little bit, because memories are a bit fuzzy. But, hey-ho, it's all good. As for now, though, we have to relive the adventure from Traverse Town, that being the first town we visit. In this memory adventure, we do see people from our past adventure, but they don't fully know us quite well. At the end of this little chapter, though, Aerith does tell us that this was all just a memory. She also informs us to be very aware of what our memories could muster up. But was she really there, or was something deep conscious happening inside? I don't know why I put these questions down. I'm reading a script I wrote that I don't even stick to. Back inside Castle Oblivion, we meet up with a black hooded guy whose face hasn't yet been revealed. So but another black hooded guy turns up, and Axel, my second favourite redhead in the game, first being Kairi, shortly after meeting him, he wants to throw down. However, this isn't a fight to the death, so we won't be counting him here. When we are in Castle, if I've failed to mention, it is the only time we will be counting the deaths in like the Heartless and the everything else. Anyway, we make it onto the second floor of the castle, and we've already started to forget about the events that transpired in Hollow Bastion in the previous game. We've conquered 2 floors. This is how it's going to be going down, basically. So we've conquered 2 floors by now, and this bizarre castle has not... and nothing has happened. Just some quick recaps that have happened in the past adventure. The other thing to mention after 2 floors is Jimmy's journal is now empty. Which, for those that don't know, the cricket writes everything down in that journal, so it being blank is one big problem. Walking into the 3rd floor, into the trio, well, quadrulates now, they are starting to figure out what's going on in Castle Oblivion. But from the outside view like myself, I can tell you that something far more sinister is going on. So the plot point of the game doesn't change throughout the game here so far, so I won't be adding information that's new to us, or forget to add any kills. The next update I can give you is this Roxine and Axel are talking about how special Sora is. At this point in the game, Roxas does exist, however the makers haven't exactly made him yet, so they haven't mentioned him. By that I mean he's not an apparent character, he's not part of the Organization 13, so he is part of the Organization 13 for spoiler reasons. But in due time, at this current storyline, he's not around. In this story, I feel like only a few of them got selected at this point until number 2 and more of them get announced. Anyway, I wrote it because the context is missing at this point. However, the feeling that Axel has, so you see times and time in Axel in this, like, you remind me of somebody. So Axel, I think Roxas was a design character, but his name wasn't put down, or whatever designs they had for him, which is like some part of Sora, because it was a Heartless, we don't know what it was going to look like yet. So I feel like Axel's having them reminiscing moments. Anyway, back with Sora, we are having more memory issues when he pulls out the Payu fruit that he shared with Kairi. But during the memory bag, a girl dressed in white makes her first appearance to Sora. Another floor of the castle has been passed, and this time a memory that never existed has made itself prominent inside Sora's head. The same girl we've seen a few times now, drawing in her little notepad. The story of this game is getting a little annoying. I do enjoy the game. In fact, I actually love this. I wouldn't say I love this game, but I do enjoy this game. So that every time we pass the floor in this game, the story that was given to us when we enter the castle just extends by a little bit with no major plot point. No major plot point comes into focus. It's just memories of a girl when he was a little kid, the powers of the castle are getting us out of Hero's head, Donald and Goofy think they have to explore deeper to unlock hidden memories, when in fact it's something else entirely, changing Sora's mind. After finally getting through the first, I think, 6 floors, we have our actual first fight of the game. Like a fight, we can actually add someone to the count over here. So here's the first kill of the game. I think I lied when I'd read this, because I know who the first death is, and I don't remember that happening. Roxine tells us some information about the girl in white we have been seeing, and some aggression is shown from the Lightning Queen, giving us more false information, and a name is given to us which is Namine. This is the witch I was talking about, who is the Heartless. More on her later then. With more teasing, the fight actually begins. Alright, I did lie. Yeah, Loxine doesn't actually die in this fight, like I said you do, but you guys need something, so it's been in the background for a while now. It won't be in the background. I lie. I'm not even know what I'm writing here, because I was recording each fights and playing them down. The only things that will have scenes are the 3 deaths I've recorded. I did try and record fights for this game, so I do apologise. I'll probably put some background music in this one for get some context of how the game plays. Nothing story related, just the fights, because none of it's going to be added to the kill count, so it could be just like some important plot points that could like summarise what the game's going up to. Up in this point, hopefully nothing too confusing. I will do my best though. Nothing I say will probably match on screen. It's hard to do this. I'll probably do better next time in the next kill count. But it's hard to do these. So it's like when it's movies, you can watch back on the movie and write, oh, put this in script here. I need to work better on it. But I'm a busy boy. It's hard to do. Anyway, another floor passes us by, and a scene we get to see Vexen joining the castle crew. But in a matter of fact, he has his own agenda to attend to. All while Sora is rushing ahead to save his false friend. On the next floor, we run into Riku, but things don't add up. The last time we saw him, we made friends, and we went separate ways. Now back in the castle, we are looking for Riku, and the king, but our memories have been changing over time, and Riku knows this, but what's with a sudden change of heart? I know this game can get confusing, and I'm not showing you any content, only the fights. Not even that, I'm just showing you nothing at this point, or something. When we enter the second fight with Riku, he talks about people who used to live on the island, and also mentions that the longer you're in the castle, your memory is slowly wiped clean. Now both boys are throwing down to see who gets to save Namine first. After the second fight with Riku taking one step closer to the next floor, the Destiny Island trio no longer includes Kairi. Is she still a part of Sora's memories at this point, or has she gone for good due to the powers of the castle? That is the point. There's some memories in there, but not 100% sure. We're getting to add some kill count soon. As of now, we have confirmation that the Riku we have been fighting is indeed a fake. Hence, someone has an agenda making fake bodies out of memories. But now the big bad guy of the game has arrived, and a traitor may be among them. Here's a little context. The true form of Melucia, as in the full body, not the nobody version, was once a Keyblade wielder. This isn't actually mentioned in any of the games, unless you've played the phone game, which is no longer available to be played. It's only as like a story progression thing, which sucks. I may go over the recap of that eventually in the future as a kill count, because I've not actually done any videos on it, but because it's like, it used to be a game I used to play all the time. I had so much good shit. This happens all the time, like happened with a few games at some phone games. People don't play it anymore, it loses interest, it bumps off. So they just made like a story driven game, that didn't make it very well. It's like, hey, go to these worlds, you can learn these things. It's very annoying. But in our driven power with greed. Soon, though, we will be adding people to the count. Another floor has been passed on this, and this is where true pain of the game begins. We don't have anyone to add to the count yet, but as a bonus joke, I'm adding one thing to this count, just to add something, and that will be my sanity, because I hate the fights with Vexen. This fight in question was the first one you come across, and I will be showing this one on screen probably this entire time. It's not a spoiler, it's just me fighting Vexen, not me fighting Vexen, but someone fighting Vexen, probably doing a good job of it. I, however, did not do a good job of it. So I'm playing on beginner when doing these kill counts. The annoying thing is, I will add my name to the total here, because I f***ing suck playing this game. Or not. The weird thing is, when I first played this, I struggled. And then when it came to the second Vexen fight, I think, I don't know, when it came to a Vexen fight, and I was forced to learn how to play the game too late, the same thing happened again in my second playthrough, which is what the kill count is all about. And I find that funny that it takes that fight to make me learn the game. And I actually got a good routine, oddly enough. But anyway, yes, my sanity will be added to the kill count, because I cannot stand this fight with Vexen. It just infuriates me. Well, after that fight with Vexen, he gives us yet another world card to enter. However, we're going to a world we haven't seen before. Now, how this game works is based on randomized rooms with random amount of Heartless in the room, so just to make this a little special, I'm going to add all the Heartless I run into when I'm not farming. But finally, we can add things to the count. While in this world there is a total of 8 to 10 rooms. We're going to go through one room at a time and add the Heartless per room, like we did in the tournament during Kingdom Hearts 1. The footage will play, the footage will not play. I didn't record this, I deleted the save file, because I'm stupid. Oh, I was going to try so much to swear in this video. Round tables! Anyway, the footage will not play. After getting to the first room with the key of beginnings, we end up outside a giant mansion, but waiting for us is pain. That pain being Vexen. Yes, again, we have been farming in this game thus far, so the farming kills will not be added. I fluffing hate that guy. Well, the good thing about that fight is it marks our first official death in the story of Chain of Memories. So let's add that guy to the list.
You have such strength, even at the mercy of your memory.
None of that matters. Just put Riku back.
Just put him back? The Riku you speak of has but one fate, to sink into the darkness. And you will share that fate, Sora. If you continue to seek the girl Namine, the shackles will tighten. You'll lose your heart and end up becoming Marluxia's pawn.
Marluxia? What does Namine have to do with... Axel!
Yo, Sora. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Axel, why?
I came to stop you from talking too much. By eliminating your existence.
No, don't do it!
We are just nobodies who have no one to be, yet we still are. But now you can be nothing instead of just being a nobody. You're off the hook.
No! Please don't! I don't want it!
Goodbye.
What are you? What are you people?
Don't know. I wonder about that myself.
Well, we wasn't the ones to kill Vexen during the talk about the truth coming from Vexen, Axel, or Vexen. Axel takes him down, removing him from the organization. Like I said, an actual death in the game series. But the following kills was recorded in Twilight Town Room, and these are as follows, while my fight scene with Vexen for the second time is on screen, and also the death that Vexel fell down to Vexen. So the reason why, before I get to the counts, reason why Vexen was killed was because he was giving information about the organization that Vexen was actually trying to betray. He was saying, I'm trying to do this for you, or like, I'm trying to find replicas, like make these fake bodies. Someone's here is trying to kill you and stop your heart from working. Hence why Axel was like, yo, you need to shut the fuck up, because I'm trying to be on their side and kill them too. So I'm killing you now because you are a traitor, you helping them do their thing. So I'm getting rid of you. But anyway, the counts as follows when we go into the other rooms. So in the first room, we found 8 Heartless to kill, making that a grand total of 10. In the second room, we killed 9, so that makes it a grand total of 19. Rooms through 2 through 5, we saw nothing. In room 6, however, we did fight 4 Heartless. I've got no proof of these, but take my word for it. I don't lie. If I do, it's a very white lie that's not even going to harm anybody. People like jokingly lies, but when it comes to this, I take this very seriously, because it just gives me something to do, and I actually like doing the kill counts. Even though it's throwing my voice out a lot, I don't care. 23 kills so far in this game, and we're literally near the end of the descriptions, I guess. I don't know. At this point in the story, though, it becomes clear that of the true intentions of the Castle Oblivion gang. They only want to cover? Okay, so this is what I read, so this is me being bad at English. They only want to overthrow the overthrow! Not through, it says through but not throw. So they all want to throw the other competition that waits for them when they get home. Basically, Organization 13's are like got this giant castle that they have, and these ones want to like, so Marluxia and this little group in castle, but they want to overthrow it, so Marluxia comes as a new leader and stuff like that, being powerful in this castle and shit, because the more memories that Marluxia has in this castle, the stronger he becomes. The true intention why they found the castle will not be revealed until Kingdom Hearts 3 kill count, I think, but it's okay. Back at Sora's plot though, we run into Riku again. Of course, we know he's fake, but at this point, Sora doesn't know that. He still believes it's the real Riku, even though we've been told he's fake. With the argument that goes down, it comes down to a third fight with the fake Riku. But this isn't the fight that puts him onto the camp. So let's move on to the next level. We end up getting the card for Destiny Islands. During the story of Kingdom Hearts 1, we only killed the dark side. If this level ends up with the dark side, which it does, I will spoil that now, then I won't be adding anything to the kill count. Seeing it is just a memory, but there is a high chance that I will add them, seeing as these memories are fake, or just twisted tales with what went down with Kairi back on the island. So let's go see what transpires. Before that goes down, Axel has a nice talk with Naminé and to stop whatever she is planning on doing. Another story of what's going on, but this game hasn't made it clear yet, so I'm going to keep myself out of it, even though I've been trying to tell you little hints and every now and again, because the plot point is basically around Naminé. Anyway, let's move on to the next level, because nothing happened in Destiny Islands apart from the fight in the dark side and shit to the Heartless. We didn't need to know about, well, they were more powerful, but back in those days it was just like a memory. After going through this level and getting to the boss, it was evidently clear that what transpired in the main story is what happened on the poor Destiny, on the Dawn of Destiny Islands was destroyed. And in the main kill count for that game, we didn't count any of the Heartless, because they was easily avoided. So for this level, we didn't add any to the count. That is also included the dark side at the end of this level. Again, I didn't count any of the farming that I did. After the fight with the dark side though, Naminé catches up to Sora. Now we can get to see exactly where the blonde's intentions were. And the truth is revealed to Sora. This is what Axel wanted. Naminé reveals she isn't real and never was part of Sora's memories, so now I can reveal the story of this game. The story, Naminé called out to Sora in the darkness to come to the castle and change his memories. The memories that Marluxia wanted so he could become powerful enough to overthrow the organization. Vexen had different intentions as we saw, and from what we know in this story so far into the story. He is creating vessels to see if he can form a heart of some kind from the memories, which in turn explains Riku. But I can't say much more about that one for now. After World of Destiny Island, Naminé comes along again to try and explain what happened to Sora's memories and those of Kairi, but is rudely interrupted by Riku. During this fourth encounter, the fake Riku falls to our blade. If you saw my deck setup, it would impress you. So many stun locks helped me easily win this battle, but hey, that includes 24.
Riku!
Want some more?
Ah!
Sora!
Riku!
Looks like I win.
Riku! Stop!
You are through!
I said stop!
Riku? Riku? Riku! What did you do? What did you do to him?
Broke his heart. I'd say more like she smashed it, really.
Smashed his heart? Then what's gonna happen to Riku?
Oh, you're so much fun to watch. If it's Riku you're worried about, then don't. Because Riku was never really here.
What do you mean?
Do you really think I'm just gonna say it? That's too easy. Oh, what to do?
Quit the games!
All right. Have it your way then. I know it'll kill you to hear this, but I think I can live with that. That thing lying there is just a puppet that Vexen made as an experiment. No more than a toy. It's laughable, really. It called you a fake, But it was the fabrication all along.
Not Riku. A fake?
Fake in every possible way. It was only finished recently. How could it remember anything? You get it? Its memories with Namine were just planted, not real. Yep, that means all this time it's been picking fights with you over memories that were counterfeit, trumped up, and completely bogus. Isn't that the truth, Namine? Oh, so cute. But behind this little face, you do awful things.
Namine?
You're so stupid. Don't you get it now? That's what Namine's powers are about. She can enter, rearrange, and even create new memories of anything, even things that never happened. The girl you've been trying to protect all this time is really a manipulative witch who shackles people's hearts.
Then my memories are all...
Oh, you do get it. Lies, lies, all lies. Just Namine's illusions, nothing more. Binding you in the chains of your own memory was central to our trap. It makes me tingle to think how easily you were duped. So close to it, we were almost there. This was our only chance to turn the Keyblade Master into our puppet, but that jerk Axel, he used Namine to betray us. So now, I'm left with no choice but to eliminate you.
You'll pay.
Don't! Huh? It's a little late for the witch to grow a conscience. Last time I checked, you're the one who fooled around with his memories, creating this mess. I know, but... I should tell you that I'm in an extremely foul mood. Thanks to you, all our plans are ruined!
Namine!
What's this? Are you upset? And you don't even actually know her.
Maybe not. But still, I made a promise.
What?
A promise I made to Namine to keep her safe. Maybe my memories are fake, but the promise is real to me. That's why I'll keep it.
You're such an idiot. There is no promise, and there never was. You're just delusional. Must you insist on playing the hero? Whatever. If that's the way you want it, you're going down alone!
What if we could stop you?
Huh? Donald! Goofy! You found me!
Of course we did. We were worried about you.
And we promised that we would protect you.
You won't ever be alone. It's always been the three of us, and we stick together.
And that is how it's going to stay.
Okay. Have it your way. More pain for you means more fun for me.
Now that two people from the game are actually dead, the next person comes onto us. That being our next target, Larxene, the thunder using Sandy Beach. Seeing as I didn't get to kill Riku again, it was sadly Namine who killed Riku this time, or the fake Riku. Well, here I thought, after playing this game for a third time, it's the second time, you liar. I played this game 3 times. No, this is after the second time I played this, because I got achievements for playing this game. I know I did it once on the channel before. Also, I have played it a second time. This is probably the third time, because I played it on my own. Huh. Good thinking. So recorded it, did Rika's playthrough twice. Or some shit. Anyway, so going slightly longer. Did I mention that my skills with this deck is incredible? But hey, after our first fight with her, she finds herself dying and being added to the list, making Loxine the third human to die in this game, making our total of 25.
No, I refuse to lose. There's such a bunch of losers. I think I'm fainting. No, this isn't the way. I won't allow.
You must be Nominee. It's good to meet you. We're friends of Sora's, and my name is...
You're Goofy, and you're Donald.
Yeah? But how did you know that?
Congratulations, Sora. You finally found your friend. I'm so happy for you.
Gee, there sure are a lot of questions. Nominee, I know this probably won't be easy for you, but could you tell us what happened?
Of course. It's my fault after all. I took the people and memories that were inside Sora's heart. And little by little I replaced them with false memories.
Hey, what about Sora's promise?
Made up. It was fake. Sora never really promised me anything. Me being with him on the islands, that was a lie, just like everything else. We never met. I was never Sora's friend.
And you were never anything more, either.
No. You see, in all of your true memories, I was never really there.
Gee, then that must mean it was your magic that made the rest of us lose our memories too. Is there any way for us to ever get them back?
I can fix everything. If we go to the 13th floor. But Marluxia, he...
Bet I know who that is. Was he the fella who made you tamper with all of our memories?
If I didn't obey, he said I'd be locked in this castle forever. I've been alone for so long.
So you did what he told you to do because you were lonely?
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. Please don't cry.
Oh. Of course. I know I really don't have the right to.
That's not what I meant.
What?
It's like this. I'm really not happy about you messing with my memories. But, you know, I can't really get mad at you for it either. These memories you gave me. In my head, I know they're lies. But they still feel right. Like the promise I made. I said I would protect you and that I wouldn't make you cry. Not ever. Nominee, if you cry now, I'll feel guilty, like I let you down. So don't cry. Please. Until I get my memories back, smile and try to be happy. It's easier on me that way.
Sora.
Oh, brother, that's a bit much.
It's okay. Sora always gets like this every time he's around a girl.
Aw, cut it out. I thought you both lost your memories too.
Too bad. Good friends don't forget the good stuff.
Come on. There. That's it. That's the Nominee I remember. Yeah, I really liked it when you used to smile. Of course, that was really only in my fake memories. But what I'm feeling now definitely isn't fake. It's real.
Thank you.
Well then, let's go.
Oh, boy! can't wait to get my memory back.
Nominee? Marluxia is gonna be up there, so maybe you'd better stay down here.
Yeah, maybe you could look after Riku? We'll come get you when it's over.
Okay. Please be careful, Sora.
I'll be okay. I promise.
And after the death of Loxie, Nominee tells us there is a way to get our real memories back, but that requires the defeat of the boss of the castle. But in the meantime, we have an entire new area that Sora hasn't seen before. So just like before, any Heartless we can't avoid will be added to the list. I'll try to get footage this time. I did try to get footage. I did get footage, but because my dumbass decided to delete the files again when I wanted to move over to the computer because all the other recordings, I was like, oh yeah, I don't need those anymore. And as soon as I deleted them, I'm like, I fucking needed those. But yeah, anyway. So there was 17 rooms inside this section of the game. This room, this part of the game being Castle Oblivion itself, like the final floor. What I do to actually do this was run from room to room to room, seeing if I ran into any Heartless and stuff like that, so know what it is, if any, like... So in the game, when you enter a world, there's 3 story doors. There is the Key of Beginnings, the Key of Does the Key of Guidance? Key of Beginnings, Key of Awakening, and Key of Endings, or something like that. But basically, it's the Kingdom Hearts heart logo. It is the Kingdom Hearts crown and the Heartless symbol. Being the Heartless symbol meaning they end the level. So usually when you go to one of those doors, you have to go back from like the beginning of the level and go through the rooms again, which could run into more Heartless. Hence why there were more kills. There's lots of kills in the previous time we did this, which was in not Twilight Town. It's Twilight Town? Yeah, Twilight Town. So this one I was expecting it to be the same, but it did not. But anyway, out of 17 rooms, only one of the rooms we was forced to actually fight some Heartless. We would climb up a ladder, and on that ladder, yellow... Was it Yellow Opera? Yellow Orca? The Yellow Thunder wizard thing. We couldn't avoid it while climbing up a ladder, so we had to fight it. In that battle, there were 6 Heartless, so adding 6 to the 25 includes us on to 31. After all these battles, we only had the rooms where the Heartless came after us. Yep, I'm just reading the script, by the way. After it was highly unavoidable, so those 6 got added to the count. Now, we have reached the end of Sora's story, where it comes down to a battle between Marluxia and Sora. A 2-stage battle where he does become normal, so a giant rose monster, but it will end. It will be the end of him for this story. While all this is playing out, I will be like, if there's not me talking, I will add in a snippet of all these characters dying and some of the storyline and stuff. So it's all good, because how we fight Marluxia. Bear in mind, I'm not going to show the fight scene with Marluxia because it's dumb. Alright, the hardest boss battle in this game is definitely the second battle you have with Vexen. The first one was tough. The second one is, whoo! That's the fight. That is a fight I'm not ready for. However, Marluxia has 2 stages for a boss fight. He has his first one, which is like on a flying rose monster thing. That goes down pretty easily if you know your triangle buttons or your Y buttons, depending on what console you play on. And you can use them pretty quickly. Like all his maximum, like his attacks go from like 18 to 25 and shit like that, while all the moves you can do are coming out with 28s every time, so you're like, pff, dead, pff, dead, pff, dead. Easily avoidable in the first fight, and then it mutates. Basically, he comes separate from the Rose Monster. Rose Monster becomes like a giant Grim Reaper kind of thing. He doesn't do any attacks, he doesn't have any special moves. All he does is like his, the triple card combo thing, and then does powerful moves like that. Again, they didn't go any higher than 24. And all my skills were like going over 28 all the time. It was dead easy. And it never touched me. Well, he did touch me, but he didn't kill me. It was pretty dumb. I easily beat it. It was dumb. Anyway, that's all that talking about. I actually wrote all this down at the end of it, but I'll say that now. So now we've come to the end of the video. A quick story recap, basically, of the game, because nothing really actually interesting happens in this game storyline-wise. You go into a castle, Naminé takes your memories away because Marluxia wants to get powerful. Then Naminé wants to become your friend, and then tries to replace Kairi, but Sora's like, nah, it's Kairi. I'm like, these memories are not fake. I don't want these memories. I want my old memories back. So the game ends with Sora being put into a sleep casket kind of thing, and he doesn't reawake until Kingdom Hearts 2. In that meantime, though, there is 2 games that are going down, I believe. Yeah, 2 games are going down during... Is it 2 games during this going to sleep? I don't think it is. I think Coda's actually after number 2. Yeah, Coda's after number 2. So we've got 358/2 days, which is basically playing as Sora from the time when Sora became... You're playing as Roxas, which came alive when Sora became a Heartless in Kingdom Hearts 1, up until the point where he wakes up at the end, or the beginning of number 2. That's the timeline for 358/2 days. Very bizarre. Anyway, so far in this story then, here goes the counts. We had a total of 3 human deaths, that being Marluxia, Loxine, and Vexen. Like Insanity, because that's a jokey joke, and 28 Heartless deaths. All in all, though, we didn't add much to this count today. Only 28, or is it a total of 30? No, it's a total of 32. A crazy game that like didn't add much to the storyline. Even if you avoided that one fight, even if you didn't count the other ones in the rooms, it would have been 3. Only 3 people technically died in this game because all the other ones are like was avoidable. There's going to be a lot more in the next game though, because it was more organised for that kind of thing. Anyway, we didn't add much to the count. Well, mainly that was down to the game being some sort of retelling of the first game with just some memories thrown out, which is quite strange. But yes, this kill count is actually not technically over. I don't even know how long I've actually been talking for. Apparently half an hour. I thought this video was going to be like done in 10 minutes. Well, short than the other one. I'm not too sure. Anyway, fight scenes will be shown wherever I can, or the most grueling ones, well, I'll find online and stuff like that. I wish I would have saved the fight scenes I had. I've got some data that I can put down on here, which is more story related, and pan it out a little bit. So that's going to be good. But all in all, 32 kills in that. I don't know how much is in total. I don't know what the grand total were in the previous game. I cannot remember. I do apologise. We'll probably do a grand total at the end of it, because I like the idea of that. Probably the least amount of kills we'll see on the kill count, because Coda is going to be a different ball game, as weird as that is. But yes, join us again in June or July for the next kill count, or as I like to call them, oh no they died. Only on paper though, which makes no sense because there's no oh no they died Kingdom Hearts, or it's kill count Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Part 1 Sora. Basically, yeah. So when it comes back to June, July, we're doing Riku's story, and there'll be a lot more kills in that part of the game, considering Riku's never been to Castle Oblivion, and if it is memory retellings, we didn't actually see Riku's perspective. So anything we do see, anything that does die, we will be recounting with Riku, and anyone that dies as well will be, apart from Marluxia, Vexen, and Loxine. Anyone else who dies, Riku will be adding them to the count. There's a lot more characters to go in this Organization 13. Only 3 are dead, 10 are left. What's I going to tell you? Anyway, normal kill count for now. Back to normal scheduling soon. I know next week's got a few things ahead of us, but yes, the coming soon video came out earlier. That's just basically music and telling you what videos, well, what I think is going to be coming out next year, so you can look forward to those if you want to stick around. As for now, though, there's nothing else to say for this kill count. There's no outro for this series, considering it's just me talking to a microphone with some things on the screen, some pictures. If I can get it to work, I don't know. It's going to be a pain to work with. Either way, though, I hope you had a good Christmas, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your year.